Today I'm going to show you how perfect these individual pots are from Cadence. Each one of them has 20 mils of the hybrid acrylic in it. It comes in a pre-packaged design and each of the pots has its own individual little lid. The great thing about using these, it's a good way of being able to choose your product, but it's also a great way of saving paint. So I've put just a small amount of paint from the larger pots actually out onto my palette here. I'm just going to show you how little paint I'm going to use if I were using this to do my painting guides. So I've just opened up two of the colours that I've got. Now this one you can see has already been used a few times and I've got a tiny little bit of contamination in there. Don't worry about that, because if you have to, you can actually take out any of those little bits of colour just by using the other end of a brush. But that really doesn't matter and it isn't going to interfere with my work. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dip one triangle of paint into the corner of the brush into each of the pots. And you can see how I can load that brush just by dipping it into the pot. Just going to lift that lid back, and in fact I'm going to use the paint that's on the lid itself. So I've been able to literally go into the pot with no waste at all, rather than having to go into these big puddles that you can see here. So when I'm painting, it makes it very, very easy for me to work and also to clean up. And just so that you can see the quality of the paint, I'm just going to take this and run it along this little gnome that I've got here and let you just see how cute and how good the paint is. So as I'm working, I'm literally sliding the brush and just using the brush as my guide as to where I'm going to lay the paint down. So I've got multiple colours on this brush. I'm just going to go back into my pot and pick up a little bit more of that red, because it's the red that I need the most of. And I'm just going to bring that red and put that red down and lay it down here. And again on the other side, lay down the red in the centre. So we've got now a really nice effect with those two colours, just picking up a little bit more of the white and a little bit more of that red paint, and both of those together on here, and just going to lay down and make sure that I've got the top of his little hat finished, and then finally one last little bit which is just on here. Just going to bring down that and finish off that curve round here. And you can see how I've been able to do his little hat, put the shading and the highlighting on. I've got no wasted paint. Those pot lids now just get clicked shut. Make sure that they are perfectly shut, whether you're working from the top of the lid or inside the pot. Instead of putting out your paint and wasting an amount of it, you can see I've wasted absolutely nothing. The other thing I need to share with you is for the colours. If you go to the Highlight Crafts page and go into the downloads, you will find a downloadable code for each of these paint pot colours. It's a little round disc that represents the true colour of the paint. Print those out and either die cut them or cut them by hand, or even using your scanning cart. Then you can put those little colours on the top of your pots, and as you want to refill them, take the appropriate colour from the larger 70 ml bottle, pour it into the little pots, and again it will secure the fact that you will not have any waste. Enjoy using your pots. It's a great way of testing the whole range of hybrid colours.
If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and click the bell icon to receive notifications of all of our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.